Assalamu alaikum. My name is Bisma Sajid and today my topic is about role of iron, magnesium and zinc in human body. Why do we need iron? Iron is a mineral found in every cell in human body. It is vital for both physical health and mental well-being. It helps in physical fitness and as well as mental fitness. So what are the main functions of iron? Iron has main three functions. It carries oxygen from lungs to the rest of body including heart, maintaining a healthy immune system. It protects body from antigens and which includes virus, bacteria and foreign substances which enter into the body, and for several kind of substances vaccines are introduced in the human body, and it causes and it maintains a healthy antigens which fight against invading antigens. Number 3, aiding energy production. Iron is constituent of several enzymes including iron catalase, peroxidase and cytochrome, which are the main enzymes. Insufficient dietary, which causes iron deficiency, is fatigue, lethargy, reduced resistance to cold, impaired learning and hyperthermia. Hyperthermia is the loss of blood, and which is also known as anemia. There are two types of iron: hemi iron and non-hemi iron. Hemi iron is found only in animal foods. The iron in meat is approximately 40% hemi iron and 60% non-hemi iron. Plant foods does not contain any types of hemi iron. It is well absorbed and relatively unaffected by other factors. It is perfectly absorbed in the human body, and it is absorbed as well as in diet. It is influenced to some extent of body's iron store. The average absorption of hemi iron is in meat is about 25%. Non-hemi iron is basically plant food. It is not well absorbed as hemi iron because it has small amount. It is less as compared to hemi iron. Its absorption is 5% less than as compared to hemi iron. Absorption of non-hemi iron is also less than hemi iron. Benefits of iron. Iron helps to preserve many vital functions in the body, including general energy and focus on the digestive processes, the immune system, and the regulation of body temperature, the main temperature at which our body is optimum. So, what are the iron effects on human body? It replaces vital minerals, causing enzyme dysfunction. It helps in inflammation. What is inflammation? Inflammation is the soreness in the intestinal part, which includes small intestine, large intestine, and stomach. When iron replaces other elements in the body, in addition to enzyme malfunction, the next most important problem it causes is inflammation. Toxic iron oxide. Iron oxide is formed when iron combines with several atoms of oxygen, and then it gradually combine at once, and it's biological useless, and it's quite toxic as well, and it causes poison. Toxicity toxic toxicity is the other name for poison. Bacterial growth stimulant. Due to its properties, iron is excellent oxygen transporter in the whole body. Iron tends to stimulate the growth of common bacteria. What is cellular poison, which is also known as cancer? uh, Frequent divisions of cells in the body is also known as cancer. So iron imbalances related to some kind of cellular energy in the body, this leads directly to cancer. So what are the organs which are affected by overdose? It includes pancreas, liver, kidney, brain, heart, arteries and joints, etc. These are affected by overdose of iron. So now, what is the role of magnesium in human body? It is mainly the third abundant mineral in teeth, one of the major cations in plant and animal tissues. It it is essential ion in the enzymatic function. Enzymatic function controls the whole process of our body and the protein synthesis, which includes the DNA replication and the protein structure of our body. It is found mostly in bones and muscles, cell types and body fluids. Body liquids and body fluids contains many many amount of magnesium. So human body is composed of 20 to 35 milligram of magnesium. It is the essential constituent of bone and soft tissues of human body. Because because of magnesium, the body's regulation is best uh, at nerve level and muscles. The nerves transfer the messages of brain to the whole body. It plays a role in protein synthesis. For example, activator of numerous coenzymes helps in catalyzing the transport of phosphate groups in human body, binds the messenger RNA in the DNA replication process, and it is important in synthesis and degradation of DNA. It is critical for normal metabolism and function of human and other organisms, for example, animals and plants. So, are magnesium? What are magnesium deficiency? Magnesium deficiency includes chronic malabsorption syndrome, acute diarrhea, chronic renal failure, chronic alcoholism. So chronic means which is at last stages of disorders, and symptoms for such disorders include hyperexcitability, behavioral disturbances. The person feels dizziness, or the person feels low at every time, and weakness, depression, tremors, convulsions, and seizures. So magnesium deficiency is also the cause of death in many chances. So what is chronic renal failure? As we know, the word failure means it is the end of the human body. So renal failure means the end stage of kidney, where the treatment includes only a balanced diet, following a balanced meat and components which are useful for human health. And treatment also include to control the blood pressure, because blood pressure mainly affect the kidneys as it affect heart. And what are the signs? The signs which include chronic renal failure are nausea, headache, weight loss, and appetite loss. The person feels nothing to eat. And the next stage of disorder is acute diarrhea. It is the first stage of magnesium disorder. For example, its treatment includes dietary modification, drug therapy, because it is mainly the stomach problem. So it is abrupt onset abnormality containing high fluid contents in stool. While passing the stool, there is more amount of water as compared to the stool. So the signs includes dehydration. Dehydration is the loss of water from the human body, and it includes the abdominal pain and fever and watery stool. And what is chronic malabsorption syndrome? It is an alteration in the ability of intestine to absorb nutrients adequately into the bloodstream. The treatment includes fluid and nutrient replacement. The signs and symptoms include bloating, diarrhea, flatulence, weight loss, and cramping. It is also proportional to the acute diarrhea, because these are stomach and intestine issues. So these signs and symptoms are also relating to each other. Now, what are the symptoms of magnesium overdose? Where there is deficiency, there is also the overdose effect on human body. Magnesium overdose most commonly produces diarrhea. Other symptoms are related to drop in blood pressure that may occur with severe overdose, which includes abdominal pain or cramping. Cramps are the sudden pains in the abdominal swelling or distension or bloating. The person feels very uneasy in that condition. Diarrhea, as we have discussed. Acute diarrhea, muscle weakness. There is no power, or there is no energy to walk or to run. Nausea, which may be described as feelings of wooziness, queasiness, retching, seasickness, car sickness, or an upset stomach. And skin flushing. Skin flushing means the redness which appears on the upper chest area and on the neck of human body. Such symptoms are due to magnesium overdose. So the last part of our presentation, which is role of zinc in body. Zinc plays a vital role in following vitamin A metabolism, insulin secretion, enzyme action in human body, growth and reproduction, which is the main part of biological science, and biosynthesis of macronucleotides, binding and regulating proteins to DNA. Three unique motifs, zinc finger motifs. So these are the vital roles that zinc plays in human body. What what is the dietary sources of zinc? As we know that zinc is included in red meat and poultry. These are the main sources for zinc. For example, if we take chicken, fish, or meat, zinc are approximately 80% the main component of that food. Oysters, crabs, lobsters, and other seafood serving the other food, pulses, nuts, and legumes, whole grain cereals, fortified breakfast cereals, dairy products such as cheese. So here is a list of dietary sources of zinc. The main sources of zinc are always meat and milk. Deficiency of zinc. So what is the deficiency of zinc? Dietary deficiency. It is malabsorption, including inherited defect in zinc absorption. So the zinc is not absorbed completely in stomach, and then it passes to small intestine, so the disorders occur. So what is chronic alcoholism and nephrotic syndrome? Parental nutrition with inadequate zinc. So when the parent is passing from such a deficiency of zinc, clinical symptoms of such hypergonadism is it is the impaired spermatogenesis. It involves growth failure and loss of taste sensation, impaired wound healing, skin lesions such as dermatitis. It is mainly in males because as the word spermatogenesis denotes it to the male. What is acrodermatitis and entropathy? It is a rare inherited metabolism disease of zinc deficiency. It is caused by defective absorption of zinc in the intestine. It is caused due to the bad absorption. If the intestine is not involved in best absorption, so the such disorder occurs in human body or in animal or plant tissues, plant organisms. What is zinc toxicity?